Welcome back to the sanctuary of the unspoken. You have entered the digital auditorium of anything you want, the only platform where we refuse to let the headlines fade into the abyss of yesterday's news. We are here to catch the falling stars, to dissect the whispers that travel through the corridors of fame, and to understand the human hearts beating furiously beneath the couture and the cameras. Today, we are not just discussing a scandal. We are analyzing a moment of absolute, shattering clarity. We are looking at a man who drew a line in the sand, and a woman standing on the other side of that line, shrouded in silence. Before we step into the velvet-roped chaos of this developing story, I invite you to anchor yourself in our community. Please, subscribe to the channel to ensure you never miss a beat of these unfolding human dramas. Press the like button to signal your presence to the algorithm. It helps us bring these deep dives to the world. And for those who wish to be the true patrons of this storytelling art, for those who want their names etched in the foundation of this channel, I urge you to click the join button. By becoming a member, you are not just a viewer, you are a guest at the party where the real conversations happen. The world of the tabloids is accustomed to noise. It feeds on scripted answers, rehearsed smiles, and the polite deflections of celebrities trained to say nothing while speaking volumes. But every so often, the script is burned. Every so often, a moment of raw, unfiltered honesty cuts through the cacophony like a knife through silk. The entertainment world woke up this morning to exactly such a moment. The protagonist of this drama is the beloved actor Erkan Meriç, a man usually known for his gentlemanly demeanor and his calculated distance from the chaotic machinery of the press. The setting was a private event, the kind where the air is thick with expensive perfume and the flashing lights of cameras create a stroboscopic effect on the faces of the elite. For hours, Erkan Meriç navigated the room with the grace of a veteran, dodging the invasive microphones and the pointed questions that sought to pry open the vault of his private life. He attempted to avoid the journalists, to keep the night focused on the professional, not the personal. But the press, sensing a tremor in his resolve, did not relent. They pushed. They probed. And finally, the dam broke. Erkan Meriç did not just speak. He detonated a verbal explosive that has since reverberated across every social media platform and magazine cover in the country. His words were precise, they were sharp, and they were devastatingly clear. I will not marry Hazal if she breaks up with her boyfriend. Let us pause and let the weight of that sentence settle in the room. This was not a casual dismissal. This was not a simple no comment. This was a complex, multi-layered declaration of self-worth and boundaries. By stating, I will not marry Hazal, in the context of a hypothetical breakup, Erkan Meriç did something extraordinary. He acknowledged the rumors, he acknowledged the possibility of a future, and then he dismantled it with his own hands. He made it unequivocally clear that he has limits. This statement implies a narrative that has long been whispered in the dark corners of the industry. A narrative where Erkan might have been viewed as the waiting party, the safe harbor, or the alternative option. With this single sentence, he shattered that image. He declared to the world, and perhaps to Hazal Subaşı herself, that he refuses to be a consolation prize. He refuses to be the rebound. He refuses to be the man standing at the gate, waiting for a relationship to fail so that he can step in. It was a statement of profound dignity. I am not the plan B to anyone's plan A. On the other side of this thunderous statement lies the quiet storm of Hazal Subaşı. While Erkan's words are currently occupying the headlines, it is Hazal's silence that is captivating the soul of the story. The young actress, a rising star with a delicate heart, has found herself at the center of a hurricane she did not publicly summon. According to deep cover sources within her inner circle, the atmosphere around Hazal is one of pensive melancholy. While she has maintained a disciplined silence in the face of the press, issuing no official rebuttals, no press releases, no angry tweets, her digital footprint tells a different story. In the age of social media, silence is rarely empty, it is often filled with codes. Followers who monitor her accounts with the diligence of forensic analysts have noted a shift. Her posts have become more cautious, more curated. but it is the soundtrack of her life that gives her away. The songs shared on her stories, the melancholic melodies that play in the background of her photos, are being interpreted as hidden messages. They are the digital tears of a woman who is processing a complex reality. Hazal is currently in a relationship, yet the rumors of a breakup or a crisis have been circling her like vultures. Erkan's statement, if she breaks up with her boyfriend, adds fuel to this fire. It suggests that the instability of her current relationship is not just a rumor, but a known fact within their shared social circle. It suggests that her heart is currently a battleground. I must pause this narrative to ask you, the emotionally intelligent viewers of Anything You Want, how do you interpret Erkan's refusal? Is it an act of pride, a man protecting his ego? Or is it an act of integrity, a man refusing to build a happiness on the ruins of another man's relationship? And if you were Hazal, how would you feel hearing your old friend, or flame, say he wouldn't marry you even if you were free? This is a complex moral dilemma. Please, share your thoughts in the comments below. We read them all. And while you are there, remember that clicking the join button helps us keep these investigations alive. Why did Erkan feel the need to mention marriage? That is the question that keeps the tabloids awake at night. You do not reject a marriage proposal that doesn't exist, unless the idea of it is already alive in the collective consciousness. Sources close to the duo suggest that this statement was not merely an emotional outburst triggered by a rude reporter. It was a calculated reference to the gossip that has bound Erkan and Hazal together for a long time. There is a history here, a shared gravity. The fans have long speculated about a closeness between them, a chemistry that transcended the screen. By bringing up the concept of marriage, even to reject it, Erkan has inadvertently confirmed that the stakes between them were always high. You don't talk about marrying casual acquaintances. You talk about marrying people who have touched your soul. This creates a fascinating, albeit painful, image of a potential love triangle. On one corner, the current boyfriend, the man who holds the title but perhaps not the certainty. On the second corner, Hazal, the woman caught between duty, history, and perhaps confused emotions. And on the third corner, Erkan, the man who has decided to step out of the ring rather than fight for a love that isn't freely given. The reaction to this declaration has been nothing short of a digital tsunami. The statement became an instant trend, dominating the algorithms of Twitter and Instagram. The fanbase is divided, a civil war of opinions waging in the comments sections. One faction supports Erkan's clear stance. They view his words as a powerful reclamation of self-respect. They argue that a man should never wait for a woman to be done with another relationship. To them, Erkan is the hero of his own story, cutting the cord of ambiguity. The other faction looks at Hazal with empathy. They see a woman being publicly discussed by a man she isn't even with. They wonder if Erkan's words were too harsh, too public, a punishment for her choices. They analyze her silence not as weakness, but as dignity. The internet is flooded with theories, with fans dissecting old interviews, looking for the moment where the friendship might have turned into a longing, and where the longing turned into this bitter resolve. What makes this situation unique is that it is not just a media spectacle, it is a real-life drama playing out in a tight-knit circle of friends. It has been reported that Erkan's words resonated deeply even among the mutual friends of the pair. People were surprised. The soci is buzzing. Usually, celebrities protect each other. They adhere to the code of silence. But Erkan broke the code. This suggests that whatever happened behind the scenes, whatever conversation, whatever rejection, whatever realization occurred between him and Hazal, was significant enough to shatter the diplomatic protocols of the industry. The friends are now placed in the awkward position of choosing sides, or at least, choosing which truth to believe. As the days unfold, the eyes of the media are laser-focused on one thing, Hazal Subaşı's countermove. Will she continue to maintain her stoic silence, letting the storm rage until it exhausts itself? Or will she step forward to reclaim the narrative? Her social media accounts have become the most watched reality show in the country. Every story posted, every photo liked, every comment made to a friend is being analyzed for meaning. Is she signaling regret? Is she signaling anger? Or is she signaling that she has moved on? The press is hungry for breaking news. They are camped out, metaphorically and literally, waiting for the crack in the armor. It is highly probable that the social life of this pair will be the main topic of discussion for weeks to come. Every time they are seen out, together or apart, it will be news. Every song Hazal shares will be a headline. In a world of ambiguity, Erkan Meriç chose clarity. But clarity comes with a price. It burns bridges. It closes doors. It forces everyone to look at the harsh reality of their choices. Erkan Meriç's statement, "I will not marry Hazal if she breaks up with her boyfriend," is more than a sentence. It is an ending. It is a man walking away from the what if and forcing the what is to be enough. And sometimes, that is the most painful, yet the most necessary thing a human being can do. Thank you for walking through this fire with us on Anything You Want. If this deep analysis of the human condition and the price of fame resonated with you, please share this video. We are building a community of thinkers here. We are left with one final question for you. Do you think Hazal should respond? Or is silence her most powerful weapon? Let us know. And finally, a reminder to click that join button to support independent, deep dive storytelling. Until the next secret is revealed, remember, sometimes the loudest sound in the room is the things we refuse to say. This is Anything You Want.